All right, I'm here at the ocean. I'm near Kobe, Japan right now. I'm on a very beautiful island with a nice backdrop here, which I thought would be appropriate for this story. You can see how beautiful the ocean is behind me. It's nice and calm right now, and this reminds me of a story. And I hope this story will save somebody's life, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, because this was a very terrifying experience for me. But I was in Thailand, in Phuket, and I went there with my wife. And on Phuket they have nice, beautiful beaches that a lot of tourists go to. And we actually went to a different part of the island where there were not many tourists. And we were walking along the beach, and we had our bathing suits on, and we were going to go play in the water. And there were signs out that said, "Don't go in the water, strong undertow." And we were on vacation, and I've been to Thailand many times, and I've gone to the beaches, and I've seen those signs out, and I just go in the water anyways, and I've never had any problem. And so I didn't think anything about it. I thought, well, let's just go in the water. I acknowledged the sign, I saw it, but I was like, well, nothing's ever happened to me, so no big deal. So me and my wife go in the water, and we're just playing around and just having a wonderful time. This is just a wonderful memory. So because I miss my wife so much, those special moments. But anyways, we were playing in the water, and my wife was like jumping on my back like a monkey or something, whatever. I was giving her a piggyback ride, and I was just walking on the ocean floor. I'm like 6'1", so I could go up pretty far. And then we were walking, and all of a sudden I couldn't feel the ocean floor underneath me, and so I started doggy paddling, and my wife started doggy paddling too, and didn't really think anything of it. So I started to swim back to the shore, and I couldn't hit land, like I couldn't stand up. And I thought, this is really strange. Like, why? I'm like swimming towards the shore, but I'm not moving towards it. And then I remember I started to panic. I was like, what's going on here? And it got really scary, and my wife started to panic too. And this all happened within like probably 2 minutes. And I was just swimming so hard. I was thinking, I cannot believe this. Like I train at the gym, I do cardio, I work out, and it's been like 3 minutes has passed, and I'm just totally exhausted. And it's because I was panicking. I was like, and I could see instead of getting closer to the shore, which we were swimming so hard to reach, we were getting farther and farther away from the shore. And I was like, man, this is it. I'm fucked. We're dead. And you're just panicking, and you're swimming so hard, and it's that panicked emotion, that fight to survive, that part deep in your gut that just knows that you have to do whatever it takes to live. And then my wife, she was like panicking and crying. She grabs onto my back again, and so my wife was on my back, and I'm like struggling just to stay up. And so with all her weight on me, she was pushing me down even more. And I was like, oh man, we are dead. We are dead. And it's just like that. To me, that's like one of the number one is probably airplane accident, airplane crash, and number two is drowning. But pretty much in my mind, they're equally as bad. But anyways, I was like, I don't want to die this way. But I didn't know what to do. And this is one thing that really touched me. I'll never forget this. And I just can't believe my wife did this, but she was on my back, and she was pushing me down, and we were gonna go. That was it for us. And she, in her panic and in her state of mind, she got off of me, and she said, you go. And the next thing I did was I just started flailing my arms like this, and I was saying, help. And I was yelling, help. I was yelling as loud as I could and making as big as a gesture as I could. I didn't even know there were lifeguards on this beach, but I would say within a minute, I saw 2 young Thai lifeguards, just these nice toned, ripped guys, just chugging over to us, running down the beach, running to us. I didn't even see them on the beach. I don't know how they saw us, but they were just, running. And then they had like these little buoys and some kind of like, I don't know, like a kind of a bodyboard thing and a long buoy. And I remember seeing them out at the shore, and by now about 5 or 6 minutes has passed. And you may not think that's a long time, but when you're swimming for your life, when you're panicked and you just like, you think you're gonna die and you're just running or swimming so hard, 5 minutes is a long, long time. And I remember seeing these 2 lifeguards at the shore, and they were like kind of like analyzing how to save us. And I was thinking, oh my God, you gotta get the hell over here. I mean, you gotta move a lot faster, man. We're about to go down. And they kind of weaved their way towards us, and they told us, like they finally got to us, and they went to my wife first, and she was behind me. She was farther out in the ocean. They got to her first. They got her, in a safe situation, and I was okay with that. I wanted them to save her first, and then they got me. And man, by the time they got me, I was just like, I'd given every ounce of energy that I had. I'd given everything that I had. And they told me to swim sideways, not to swim straight to the shore. And we got to the shore, and I just thanked them so much. And we got to the shore, and they left us. They made sure we were okay. And we just sat there on the shore. We looked out at this beautiful ocean, kind of like the one you see right here. And we just collapsed. And my wife was crying. She couldn't believe what had just happened to us. And inside of me, I had just a deep sense of shame and appreciation for life again. That's the closest I've ever come to death. And the thing I want to share in this story that I hope will save your life is that if you ever get in this situation, this is called an undercurrent or undertow or a riptide. The way to save your life, if there's not a lifeguard or anybody to help you, is don't do what I did. Don't try to swim towards the shore. Swim horizontal to the shore. So you go this way, and you slowly work towards the shore. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to get out of that undertow, out of that rip current. Because a rip current is only so much wide, and once you swim around that, you can go back to shore. I didn't know that. I didn't have any experience swimming or anything. If I had known that, probably could have, saved my own life. But man, I'm just so thankful for those Thai lifeguards, and I hope this story could save. If this story saves one person's life, it will have served its purpose. And my experience, my near-death experience, will have been worth something.